when my phone buzzed with a call from a night owl woman who'd seen a loaded cattle trailer go by in the early morning hours a couple of days earlier. When she saw the same truck and trailer pass by again at close to 3 in the morning, she found my card. Luck was on my side. Instead of being 2 counties over, I was close by, and for once technology worked in my favor. My GPS led me to the lady's house, and behind the rig only minutes later. Metal fence posts and lines of barbed wire on both sides of the dirt road flashed past, and gravel rattled against my truck's undercarriage as I tried to pull the truck over. A cottontail bounced left to right over the bar ditch, disappearing into the shadows created by tall Johnson grass, brush, and cedars growing in the fence. White-faced cattle standing inside the wire watched us pass with casual indifference, while a herd of white-tailed deer in the next pasture tensed, heads upright, eyes glowing in our high beams. Please don't jump the fence. Please don't jump the fence. Deer are bad about doing exactly the wrong thing at the wrong time. They're almost as bad as squirrels, who possess the worst critical thinking skills of any animal in the world. Though the brush guard on the front of my pickup would absorb most of the blow from a deer, I didn't want to hit any of the animals who were minding their own business until a cattle thief raced by. Easy, Tuck. If one of those mamas makes a run for it, keep an eye on the fawns. Though Sarah Beth had been gone for several months, I still heard my wife's voice from time to time, especially if there was danger nearby. Some folks might say I was a brick short of a load, hearing voices in my head, but I always countered that authors experience the same thing and people call them creative. Sarah Beth was my best friend and therapist, and she stayed in the back of my mind, sometimes offering up bits of advice and caution. Long ago I learned to ask myself what she'd recommend in any given situation, and it worked nearly every time. Her voice in my head even woke me one night when there was an intruder in the house with me and Chloe, right after we'd moved into the new place. Non-believers might say I heard something in my sleep, and my late wife's voice was my subconscious warning me of that danger. But it was her. I'm convinced of it. Red brake lights flickered for a moment as the driver took a hard right turn a little fast on the road zigzagging between farms and pastures. It fishtailed a couple of times, and I took pressure off the accelerator to slow my pickup, expecting the trailer ahead to snap back the other way and yank the other truck off into the ditch. Instead, the driver compensated for the shifting weight of the cattle loaded behind him and drove even faster, earning my respect for his skills behind the steering wheel. I've seen trailers with less of a load flip over on a dry concrete road in a heartbeat. Half a second later, the entire rig went dark, and the fleeing vehicle rushed through the night using nothing but the light of the setting moon. I wasn't expecting a kill switch. I'd seen it more than once as a special agent investigating cattle thefts. This was a pro outfit from the get-go. I dropped back a little more. The kill switch wouldn't give me time to react if the guy hit his brakes. The dust cloud thrown up by the trailer was so thick I had to hit my dimmer, as if driving in fog. He wasn't going to get away, though, even if he gained some distance. Gravel popped beneath my tires, and the truck took a notion to feel greasy and slide sideways for a moment. I let off the gas to regain control, and then punched it again. Keeping one eye on the road, I ignored the radio mounted under the dash, because it had been on the fritz for 2 weeks. Instead of picking up the microphone handset, I thumbed my phone awake and cursed under my breath at the single bar. Technology again. I waited to get a better signal. Chapter 2. 5'2" and 100 pounds soaking wet and full of bananas, Toby James pulled a strand of brown hair behind one ear and adjusted her hat. She saw the fast-approaching emergency lights in her side mirrors and hit the kill switch to go dark as she picked up an old-school walkie-talkie riding in a cup holder and pushed the transmit button with her slim forefinger. "You copy?" Bill Sloane's voice filled the cab. "Hey, gal, what's up?" "Y'all get that tire changed?" "Sure did, and in record time." "Good." With one hand white-knuckled on the steering wheel, she didn't take her eyes off the road. "We have trouble. The laws just lit me up." Sloan was the ringleader of a small theft ring who identified the ranches and farms to steal their cattle. He was running buddies with Fred Belk.